It's week 2 of the NFL. And
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Dolphin first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He dumps it off to Achane. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go and get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Miami.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right?
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down to the 41. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stroud. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's
and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running right, here's A-Chain. He stiff arms him, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans.
Tua going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud sets up the play action. And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Black, and he's brought down.
Pass interference, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Holding, offense.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flag for that one. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And he gets it down to the 32. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to pass. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. And again, it's Tagovailoa. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Houston's offense taking over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. Now you got caught in between and created a foul.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. Fights through him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Stroud to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins.
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Here's Tua.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
37-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
A give up the middle to A-Chain.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Here's 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Fights off the defender. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's taken to the 26.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tua to try again on 2nd down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone.
It's A-Chain on the give.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Tua going to throw.
Flush to his right.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They run for it. A-Chain.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown! Devon A-Chain from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 13.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 5.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because,
There he goes right side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A handoff, it's Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Pierce. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hand off to A-Chain to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Dolphins.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Here's Stroud. He'll get this to Eckler. Shoves him aside. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, 49 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
First down, Miami.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Henry To'o.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
First down, Dolphins.
Now Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Cannon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Tua. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Play action, now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Texans 26.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Stroud to throw it. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Stroud will look to throw once more. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Eckler. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Stroud sets up the play action. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually they have the defense back on its heels.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Jordan. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Eckler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 31.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Eckler now between the tackles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. H.A. now up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Flushed out right. Powering his way forward. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. It's Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
From the 46, here's second down and 2.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Running on first down, Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He will push his way down to about the 14.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, here's Eckler. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Tua and the Dolphins
down by 13, 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black.
And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will